265.56. 265.56.
Okay, we're going to need him back, man. James Huber. Yeah, how about a round of applause for James?
With a distance for James Huber, 328.06. 328.06. Up next, we're going to see Michelle Grumbine from Anvil with a 94 Ford LTL 9000.
Here we go with Michelle Grumbine from Anvil, 94 Ford.
Okay, we got a distance for Scott Green of 284.15 feet, 284.15. This is for Brian Etzweiler, 262.58, 262.58. And that should bring us back into our test goal.
All right, last and final attempt for Nelson McCall. There we go. How about a round of applause for Nelson? Nice job. Lavon Weaver from Denver. Watch the left front. If you've ever seen a limited pro semi, you're gonna love it.
Second place to James Hubert, third place to Mark Fessler, and fourth place to Nelson McCall. It's been a while. This should be David Heller from Hamburg, the 2.6 diesel side. On the 2.6 diesel side, we had a distance for David Heller of 331.96 feet, 331.96. He will be our first place winner. East Coast Diesel 4x4 class. Make your way to the starting lineup. Carl Ankiewicz, you're going to be up first, followed by Curvin Zimmerman.
Okay, yeah, something wrong. Sled ready. We'll go East Coast Diesel Super Stock 4x4 truck pulling. Living on the edge. Carl Ankiewicz from Mountaintop. He will be your test puller. Need a pull-off tractor, please, or are they coming with their Kubota? There they come. Points leader Norman Newswanger from Newville, 97.4, calls Chapter 11.
Our top four winners, first place goes to Norm Newswanger, second to Carl Ankiewicz, third to James Barder, and fourth to Curvin Zimmerman. Congratulations. At your convenience, you can stop by the announcer's booth and pick up your awards.
Dixon in the problem car. 466 hot farm side. Currently Nelson Harting at 331. Alan Lynch second at 313.
We got a new leader with a Luke Gladhill of 332.80 feet, 332.80 feet.
Tyree, Kable, West Virginia, currently second in points. Get ready international. How about international fans? Do we have a new leader? No, I don't know. They moved the code. Distance to beat was Luke Gladhill at 332.8. A round of applause for the Congo child, Dixon. Need a pull-off tractor, please. Pull-off tractor. South track.
I have the results of the 466 hot farm tractor class. First place goes to Tyree Kable from West Virginia. Second place to Luke Gladhill. Third place to Nelson Harting. Fourth place to Alan Lynch. And fifth place to Paul Richardson with his Outlaws Challengers. Congratulations. At your convenience, stop by the announcer's booth to pick up your awards.
Okay, he'll drop that for sure. Wild Street, this is Justin Hartman from Portlandville.
Must be a little gremlin down there in that spot of the tractor there.
I believe so, Russ. I believe you're right.
Please report to the staging area. Thank you. We had a distance for Tyler of 296.25 feet, 296.25. Alright, we got some news for the Wild Street Diesel side. We have a distance for Cliff Waltman of 282.46, 282.46. The sled is set and all three distances are official distances. So we have 218.26 for Tye Jean, 194.64 for Justin Hartman, and 282.46 for Cliff Waltman. And up next we're going to see Marlon Zimmerman from Norman, an 07 Dodge 2500.
That's not too far across the line there, just west of Pittsburgh.
for Marlin of 299.06 feet, 299.06. Currently, that's good for first place. Up next will be Jethro Hoover from Mannheim with an 03 Chevy.
Back out here to make it pass. New program for Steve. They're really working on this one hard to get it down the track. He'll be up next. Big Block 8 show.
We got a distance for Jethro Hoover of 260.94 feet, 260.94. Up next will be Lyndall Steiner from Livin with an 06 Dodge 2500.
Wild Street side, Lyndall Steiner from Livin. Folks, this is a good run of Dodge. We'll get one down the track here.
Tye Jean out of Phillipsburg, New Jersey, with an 03 Dodge 2500.
Tye Jean, Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
We got a new leader with Clyde Weaver at 350.46 feet, 350.46. Up next on the Wild Street Diesel side, we got Jansen Roar out of Burnville with a 97 Dodge 3500. Fourth place to Tye Jean, and fifth place, I believe, to Marlon Zimmerman. Those are your top We got a distance for Tom Hassler at 340.02 feet, 340.02. That's currently good for second place. Up next going to be Nathan Rupp out of Mount Holly Springs with an 04 Dodge 3500. We got a distance for Nathan Rook of 336.78, 336.78. Currently, that's good for third place, I believe.
It's the same crew that's out here on the track. They're going to have to clean the trash up. So they would appreciate it if you took the track with you.
That brings us up next to Brody Strickler out of Elizabethtown in an 07 Dodge Ram 3500. Distance for Brody of 307.62, 307.62. And this time we got 4 more to go. We got a distance from Matt Fessler of 317.08 feet, 317.08. This is from Mike Garman of 313.52 feet, 313.52. That should put him currently in third place. We have a distance for Linford Martin of 175.08 feet, 175.08. And the turnout's coming here. I'll announce the placings.
You'll notice our starting flagman down there. He's standing right at the 100-foot line. Here we go, Corey Brown. On the street gas side, this will be Doug Moyer from Livin in a 2000 F250. How about a big round of applause for Doug? Nice run for Doug. V10 forward. Power gets it hopping without a weight bar on the front.
Okay, you should see our test puller back in, Nelson McCall from Newark, Delaware.
Street gas, Bernal Zimmerman from Fleetwood. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was exhibition or for real. That sure sounded like it to me. Okay, folks, on the south track. Here we go on the north track. Let's wait. Donald Eshelman from Peckway, 1974 Ford.
I got a distance for Nelson at 277.56 to 77.56.
How about a round of applause for Donald Eshelman? Nice run in street gas. I believe Lavon's brother actually owns his truck. Corey Brown from Newmanstown. Shaperstown, sorry. Corey Brown from Shaperstown. Final street gas. How about a round of applause for Corey? Box intercoolers. They're Outlaw ice box intercoolers. Corey with Sergio from Livin. Horst that fixed it, the way it looks to me. Right back to the small block side with Dakota Grumbine. This one is down some cues. This is a 408. Here we go, Appalachian Outlaws small block. Brandon Struble from Snowshoe. This is a good one. They call it Mutiny. So the distance to beat is currently Josh Sharper, 307.25. Here we go with the pacing here. The video queen and the pickle princess, I guess. Okay. Lucky for Kale, he's the test puller. A lot of times what happens when a truck does that, what do they happen, folks? No, somebody said he was turning around to go to Sheets. No, he may have broken an axle. And that'll spin him around like that. Adam Tice from Bravo's own Union, taking that ball 1976 Ford F350. How about a round of applause for Adam?
A distance of 299.05 feet, 299.05 for Adam.
Mack also from Kable, 1979 Ford. get just another, depending on how sled operator